Happy Sunday. This is a practice to move forward, working with the components of nonviolent communication. If you'd like more information, please read the information that's accompanying this video, and I hope you find benefit and healing from it. Bringing our hands together at the heart center, we're going to rub our hands together, please, and bring our presence into our physicality and into our space, from which we'll be observing, separating our thoughts from our feelings so that we can assess our truest needs and walk off the mat in an ability to express those needs and receive them, that we may all enrich our lives. Bringing the hands to the heart center, close the eyes, stack the vertebrae. Draw breath in through the nose. Feel that connection of your thumb on your heart space, and exhale, bringing an awareness. As you inhale, let the breath fill your heart, your belly, and root into the ground. And as you exhale, feel its ascent back through the belly, the heart, through the throat, to the third eye, and out the crown of the head. In this way, let's keep long, deep breaths going, inhaling, and exhaling. Observing this space for a moment. Let's take a breath into our heart. Practicing the language of nonviolent communication is also practicing the language of your heart. So inhale into your heart. Feel it expand. Maybe it takes the shape or the form of a color or a landscape or a vista. And as you exhale, keeping that attention, let it surround you and your space. And holding that intention, just bring the hands to the third eye. Take another deep breath in. Imagine a world with this intention to expand the heart, to observe what is, to separate thought from feeling, to identify what you need to move forward. Bringing this to the heart center, take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and fold down in front of you and release into that. If you can, try to get your third eye to the floor. If you can't, you can put a block there. Now, as the rear might be rolling off, go ahead and walk the hands, push the sits bones into the ground, find that root. Go ahead and grab the shins and extend the spine up towards the sky, inhaling. And as you exhale, round the spine, draw back. Inhaling, lifting up, extending, sinking the breath, expanding the chest, drawing the shoulders down. As you exhale, cave in, draw the belly in, tuck the chin, round the spine, feel the roots grow into the earth. Inhale, maybe taking your gaze up to the third eye, exhaling, sinking it deep into the heart, observing here. Inhaling, hearing the breath as you lift and expand. And exhale, rounding. Holding here with the round, maybe rocking side to side, seeing where you are right now. Listening to your body without attachment or judgment, observing. This time, inhale, come all the way up, let go of the hand shins, reach the hands up to the sky, breathe here. Exhale, circle behind you, fingertips point away. Inhale, lift the heart towards the sky. And then exhale and go ahead and fold down again, but make contact with the earth, so maybe you don't go as deep. If you need to bring the third eye to press, they say when you press on your third eye, it helps your awareness and bring openness to your heart. So maybe stack your hands so you can press on that third eye like the floor or a block. And then sit the sits bones way back. Relax the shoulders down. Give yourself structure here. And then take 3 long, deep breaths in. Breathing in past the third eye, down the throat, into the heart, into the belly, into the roots, into the ground. Observe this breath and then exhale, trace it back. Listen to your breath as you inhale again. And exhale. Then when you're ready, come all the way back up. And then let the hands rest either in your lap or on your knees. You can take Gya Mudra if you prefer. Close your eyes, find a comfortable meditative position, and go back to the breath, deeply listening as the breath enters the body as you inhale. See if you can feel each fiber of your body expand on the inhale. And now with that same expansion on the inhale, bring your awareness to the exhale, long and deep. Retaining that rootedness as you exhale. Keeping your visualization, tracing the breath. And when you're ready, blink the eyes open, and we're going to come onto our hands and knees for cat and cow. So, when I think of moving forward, I think of a simple cross on the ground that is a line that moves us on our yoga mat. So I'm going to be using that concept of moving forward and back here. And at the same time on this plane, there is the line that that divides that, so like a compass. And we still need to move in that direction too to move forward. So we have to have the ability to be flexible here. So I like to use my cat and cow in this way and think of it more than just the cardinal directions, but also in terms of the element water, which is so important to moving forward, to be able to flow. So I'm going to incorporate that in with the beautiful music. And just let my body arch gently and round. And this is what I often do when I'm feeling unwell or in pain, just to see what my physicality can do without attachment in the future. When I step off the mat, what are my needs? And to do this, just a very gentle flow like water, a wave, rounding forward, pressing back. But very aware of the shoreline, pushing my shins into the earth, feeling groundedness in my hands, and equanimity as I come through the center and work the eastern and western walls of that compass, making little circles, keeping the breath flowing, letting my spine do what it wants to do, what it calls me to experience. And in much the same way to move forward, this is like a kriya that clears out things. Touching your eastern and western sides, horizon, as well as what's in front of you or behind you. And then coming to the center on the mat, inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine. Push into the floor here. Find a little bit more structure. Inhale, observe how you feel. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale, curl the toes back, come into downward dog. Pedal the feet, move any way that you need to, and return to that deep breath. Inhaling, sinking it deep into the hips, and now down the back of the legs, into the floor. And exhaling. Close the eyes and listen. See where the breath goes on the expansion as you inhale. Relaxing the face, pulling the shoulders down, but expanding through the back line of the body. Exhaling. Walk the feet as wide as the mat. Press back into a wide downward dog. Maybe shimmy the hips, give yourself a little bit more room. I'm going to take it even wider if you wanted. Let the head hang. And then as you let the head hang between the arms, I want you to bring your attention to the top of the head and the heart. And breathe in there. Draw attention to the shoulders as well and the neck. Give them space and love. Shoulders are holding this posture. Maybe take your hands out wide. Change the posture to hold the integrity but let the head hang. Bring the hands back into a downward dog. Step back into a downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to lift the right leg up. Inhale. Lift the right leg up. Exhale. Flex the foot. Draw the heel close to the rear. Stack the hips and let the hip open out. Let your shoulder express what it needs to get this opening in the hip. Inhale. Square off the hips. Push the foot up. Exhale. Bring it through to a lunge position if you can. Pull the knee into the nose. Step the foot forward. Drop the back knee down. It's a very narrow runner's lunge. Hold here. Take prop as you may need to. Feel where you're connected with the earth. Observe without judgment. And then inhale to come all the way up. Bring that same quality of breath to this posture, opening the hip. Exhale it back down. Lift the back knee up into a runner's lunge. Keep the right hand planted, and if you need to, use a block. Then take the left hand to the thigh. Rotate the belly towards the inside of the thigh. Sorry, right hand to the thigh. Drop that hip down. Pull that right hip back. And then open the hand up with that inhale. Opening the heart. Feeling the inner thighs draw together. Bringing awareness to the top of the head and into the heart. Let the strength of your roots hold you as you breathe. Inhale, and as you exhale, unravel. Step back into plank. Lower the knees if you need to. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, lower to the earth any way that you feel comfortable. Inhale into cobra or upward dog. And then exhale, open the knees wide, bring the toes together, sit back, child's pose, relinquish here. Let the third eye come to the ground and breathe. When you're ready, come into a seated position. I haven't forgot the other side. And the seated position is on our heels here. So we're going to feel the heels. You can bolster up if you need to, or take another position if you want. I want to really feel my sits bones on my heels. So I'm going to get them in there, squeeze my knees together. Closing the eyes here. And taking some nice deep breaths in. Observing what I feel, and then separating from those feelings. And understanding that moving forward requires you to identify how you feel. To truly be moving forward, you have to be able to listen deeply. And in here you can see what things have changed in the quality of your breath. And then planting the hands on the knees. We're going to do that same, inhaling, lifting up, and exhaling and rounding back. You can choose a different position. This really limits your range of motion, and you're going to feel it in your spine. That's why we're not pushing forward. We're going to lift up, so you want to engage through the core, but you're still allowing those rib cages to cinch together, so you don't want to flare out. So inhale up. Exhale, round back, hollow back. Feel your sits bones on your heels, or imagine that they're there. Inhale without pain. If you're feeling pain, that's a real expression. So you would say, I feel pain because I'm sitting in a position that my body can't support at this moment. And you can take an action to enrich your life by changing to a different position. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, drawing back, drawing the belly button in. Maybe letting go through the mouth as my body wanted me to. Inhaling, exhaling through the mouth. Filling up to expand. Exhaling to let go. the center. Coming onto our hands and knees again for round 2 and the other leg. So cat and cow. This time we're going to push the feet in without curling the toes back. So point the toes. Place the hands on the ground firmly. Feel your roots. Take a couple of cat-cows here. Going back to the breath and listening to the breath. And then exhale to a neutral position. We're going to take it up on the fingertips. And again, using the music, we're going to move in all directions. Push the toes into the ground. Limit the range of motions as you work the western and the eastern sides. So this is going to be more about working those areas that are around your center than pushing forward and just learning those boundaries as you're on your fingers. Can you bring the quality of wave? And then planting the hands again. Take a deep breath in, inhale. Curl the toes back, exhale, come into downward dog again. Widen your stance again, make a wide downward dog, let the head drop, bring your awareness to the space between the crown of the head and the heart center, deep in the heart center. Let's take the inhale into the heart. Let it pull in the front of the chest, and then as you exhale, push it to the back of the heart where we opened up in our seated position a few minutes ago. And out the back of the head to the crown. Relax the jaw, use the integrity of the lower half of your body to breathe into the upper triangle. And then walk the feet back together. Inhale through plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, back, child's pose. Relax and relinquish. Drop the third eye to the floor. Push the hands firmly into the floor. Feel your tailbone curl back towards your heels. Maybe bringing the knees a little closer together. Coming back up onto all your hands and your knees. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, press into downward dog. We're going to float the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, flex the foot, draw the heel close to the rear. Inhale, open that knee out, stack the vertebrae, allow your shoulders to do what it needs to do to open that hip. Inhale, square off the hips. Exhale, draw that left knee in towards your nose. Place it down for a narrow lunge. Drop the back knee down. Hold here and breathe. Let go of whatever happened on the other side. Feel your roots here. Take any necessary props that you need. And when you're ready, inhale, come up. Feel the inner thighs drawing together, breathing with expansion into the heart. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to dive down. We're going to place the left hand on the left thigh. Rotate the belly towards that inner thigh. Draw the inner thigh towards the belly. Squeeze the inner thigh together. And then open the hand up with a big inhale. Find your roots. Find your expansion. Observe. Soften the heart. Let it melt. Unraveling, stepping back into plank. Inhale. Exhale to the earth. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, child's pose. Relinquish here. And when you're ready, roll up gently and slowly. We're going to bring the feet underneath us into a forward bend. So we're going to stay in this forward bend. We haven't even come up to standing. So find your way into a forward bend. Give yourself as much love as you need. Plant the feet very firmly on the floor, maybe hip width apart or a little wider if you need to. I'm using my thighs to nestle my belly in there to give my lower back a lot of love. Not doing much with the hamstrings other than pressing into the heels so I can feel them. So feel the back of your legs and let the head hang. Feel the tops of the feet if you can. Feel the roots and what touches the ground. Are you holding your breath as you do that? Just bring an awareness to the physicality. Observe how you feel down here. Does it feel like you could stay here? Observe the breath. Make any movement that you need to. Maybe come back to sitting or lay down on the mat. Maybe you feel stable here and you can clasp the elbows now. You don't need the floor. Going ahead and planting the hands down, making your way down as gracefully and compassionately as you can. We're going to come onto our back. Finding the sits bone and the sacrum on the floor. Engaging through the abs, squeezing and knitting the rib cage together. Drawing the shoulder down, trying to relax through the neck and head. Tilting the chin just slightly. Feeling the collarbones. So touch the collarbones, maybe open the chest here. Keep that awareness. My feet are planted to get my sacrum on the floor and engage my core and feel really grounded here. And step one is just to absorb how you feel here. Observing without evaluation. I feel tightness in the traps, so I'm going to bring my hands to that area and draw them down. Tilt my chin a little bit and continue breathing here with an awareness on my heart expanding. I can feel it under my elbows, and exhaling, letting go. Bringing the knees into the chest, listening to what your body needs. Squeezing the nose towards the knee, hollowing out the belly, making room for that space around, maybe grabbing lower on the legs, letting the tailbone curl. Relaxing the shoulders, trying to relax the jaw. And then inhaling, coming back to that original position. Checking my placement. Drawing the lower belly in and up. Finding the back. Knitting the ribs together. Bringing my awareness to my collarbones so that breath may pass. Widening them. Maybe taking it to my shoulders and opening a little bit more. And then again, bringing the knees into the chest. Kind of moving my body so that I can really round here. I'm going to picture a cord running through the top of my head all the way to my tailbone. And I'm going to picture that cord being like a shell and wrapping into itself in a spiral. So the inside of the spiral will be my head, and it will spiral out. That's my visualization here to get as small as I can. So you do that by knitting the rib cage together, drawing the lower belly in, pulling up on the pelvic floor muscles, tucking the chin. And then inhale to stretch long. Let the back arch off. Open the hands out so that the shoulders can lay comfortably. And then you're going to take your right foot to the corner of your mat. Take the left foot and cross it over on top. You're going to take the right hand over to the left side, the other corner of the mat, diagonally, and then just gently pull with the left arm. But knit the rib cage together. So you might have to lessen this so that you don't create too much of expansion in the rib. And you can also put your hand on it and just kind of draw it gently in. And then breathe into that. When you're ready, return back on the mat. Be a pancake. Open your feet wide. Open your hands wide. Hold there for a moment. And then we're going to keep that left foot where it is, cross the right foot over, take the hands overhead. You're going to take them over to the right side of the mat. Your right hand pulls the left hand over. And then you can take your rib cage and knit it in. So rather than make a crescent moon, you're making more like a softer curve so that you can keep the rib cage knitted in as you stretch and not overstretch into your rib cage. And as you breathe here, observe the difference between just allowing the rib cage to open. That deep breath in can be very nourishing, or it can be a little too intense, and it can create a limitation in your moving forward, such as injury or an unawareness of the breath and how it connects. To your physicality. Coming back to the center, bringing the knees up again and rocking side to side, letting your head go in the opposite direction of the rock. Go ahead and stretch the legs out again like a pancake, coming into a short Shavasana before I offer some more minutes for meditation. Here I'd offer Ujjayi breathing, not releasing the breathing completely, but just sinking into the ebb and flow of your breath in Shavasana with a mindful awareness. And then wiggling the fingers and the toes and moving in any way that you need to. Taking any last minute twists or movements that will nurture and enrich the last few minutes of our practice together. Coming into a seated meditative pose with a mudra of your choice. Today I'm going to choose to keep my hands on my thighs as I observe my own inner space and what I need to move forward. I feel like I need a little bit more grounding and listening work, and that is the intention of this practice, is to bring that awareness of listening, to be able to bring a mindful awareness off the mat from a place of compassion, our heart, and a deep connection with other people and other entities for the greater good. Coming back to this breath, being aware. Let's take some breaths in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. our own space, tilting the chin slightly, focusing on that area between the heart and the crown of the head. As you inhale, and exhale. With this last breath, go ahead and inhale. Holding the breath, drawing up on the Mula Bandha. And exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale. Retaining the breath. Feeling the roots. And exhale. Last time, drawing your breath in. Feeling the heart expand, third eye open, maybe light surrounding you. Hold this breath in. And exhale. Keeping that same rootedness, bringing the hands back to the heart center, rubbing the hands together, bringing your awareness to the room. Feeling that connection to your body heat, to your movement. Keeping the awareness of your breath and the connectivity that we're practicing together. Feeling the same roots that run down through the ground to wherever you are across the digital screen. Bring the hands to the heart center. Let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale. Press gently on the heart center. Feel that connection. Feel your heart expand as you exhale. Inhale again. Feel the roots that give us life and earth. And exhale. And one last time at the third eye, pressing gently into the third eye. Feeling that connection, that greater connection. And exhaling. May you be blessed in the abundance of your truest nature. Sat Nam and Namaste. Thank you, Mr. Altensee, for the beautiful music. And we'll see you again next Sunday. If you like this, I encourage you to subscribe, please, to my YouTube channel. And if you like it a lot, share it. Have a great day.